Hello friends, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel, and in this video you will learn about Google Gemini AI model. So recently this Gemini model is been talk of the town because Google launched some videos on the capabilities of that model, and then people were saying that it's fake, and then Google has released the public access to that model. So let's look into that. So if you go to makershoot.google.com, you can get your Gemini API key, and once you get the API key you can get started with that. So I'm here in the documentation of Gemini API with the Python package. So let's learn how to use that. And for that I'm here in my Visual Studio Code, and I have .env file. Let's see the .env example file. So this .env file contains the same thing. Just replace your Google API key with the actual value. The first thing I'm gonna do is obviously create my virtual environment, and I'll activate it. If you are on Windows, then the activation command of virtual environment can be different. You need to use that. Now I'm inside my virtual environment. So let's first install the package. Yeah, let me copy this and paste it here. Yeah, so the package is installed now, and let's do one thing. Let me open a terminal as well, so that we can see the information here instead of viewing it here. And let's source into that. Okay, now let me just make it in this way. So let me create a new file. Let's say demo.py, and okay, so this is the way you use it. We are not going to use this stuff. Let me copy this thing first. Okay, and okay, we don't want to use markdown. Okay, we have to use this way to set up the client. Now here I'm going to use os.getEnv, and my variable name. For that, let me import OS as well. And there may be possibility that we are unable to read the environment file, and for that we need to install pip install python-.env. okay, so now what we can do is that from .env import load and find. So what I'll do is that load.env and then find.env. Now let me print Gen AI. Okay, so let's say Python demo.py. Yeah, you can see that now the module is initiated. Let's list all the models first. So let me copy that, and I'll use it, and let me save it, and let's say so you can see that we have two models. Okay, so let's use the this model, and let's do some stuff with that. So let's look into the documentation. Okay, generate text from inputs. Let me copy this. Okay, we don't need, let me comment this. Okay, so our model is Gen AI generative model and Gemini Pro. And then, okay, let's, okay, time it as well. And let's print response. I think this will not work here. Okay, let me save this and let's run this. Oh, yeah. So I think this response is an object. Most probably there will be, yeah, text property. This is nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. So what is the meaning of life? And there is lots of information there. Yeah, thanks. Let's say just hi for testing. Meanwhile, let's look into further documentation. Okay, and okay, fine. Okay, yeah, there is this new thing, prompt feedback, which shows that whatever generated by the model is, safe or not. So let's look into that as well. Okay, and it's saying, hi, how can I assist you today? I can help you with, okay, lots of stuff. Let's run it again and let's look into, yeah, you can see that the safety ratings is there. All is negligible because we have, let's say, hi, I will, let's say, I am angry with you, I may hit you. Okay, let's test this for, safety ratings. Okay, meanwhile, let's look into the further documentation. Yeah, then there is candidates. Okay, it will show all the information when you use this. Okay, you can see we got the response. Okay, so I guess for something which is not safe, blocks the response, but otherwise it gives response all the time. So let's further look into the documentation. Yeah, in case you want to stream something, you can use the streaming option. So let's look into the streaming option. So I'll just comment this. And then, yeah, so the response will be chunk of information. So we'll say for chunk in response dot I think text, sorry, response only, yeah, response, and then we'll print chunk dot text. Yeah, so let me run this as well. Yeah, you can see we got a good response. Yeah, we are still getting it. Yeah. Okay, and then in case you want to use the vision version of the model, then you can do it as well. So let's copy the image itself. Yeah, and let me save it. Okay, so let me save the image. Yeah, so image is saved. Let me copy the URL as well, and in the readme file I think I should mention it as well. Yeah, and here is a licensed image. Okay, so what we can do is that, yeah, let me comment this. Yeah, so now let's use the Vision version. So I think VISION Vision, and in order to use images we need a pillow library, so that we can directly read image using pillow library and then pass it the pillow image. So for that let me install pillow as well. So pip install, I think that will start with capital P, pillow. Yeah, and let me freeze the requirement as well. Yeah, and the code I'm using here, I'll be pushing it on GitHub as well, but I guess you can find the code from the official Google documentation as well. And yeah, this is the image. So I'll copy the relative path, I'll pass it here so we can read the image, and then let me copy this. Okay, here, and let's print the response dot text property. Let me save this, and yeah, meanwhile let's just look into the chat functionality. Yeah, chat conversation. Let me just zoom in a bit. So it says that enables you to have freedom conversation across multiple turns. The chat session class simplifies the process by managing the state of conversation, like with the generate content. Okay, so yeah, let's try this. And meanwhile, meal prepping is a gateway to receive and it's a bunch of information about the image. Let's now look into the conversation. So basically Gemini model has main three functionalities. One is generate response. Second is you can query images, and then the last one is chat. So yeah, and let's use this. Okay, so this will be an object managed by Google or the Google package, I guess. And yeah, let's just print this. Okay, and let me print the response as well. Okay, I'll just say, let me just say hi at this point, and let's pass it here. Okay, so you can see this is an object managed by Google, and it's saying hello, how may I assist you. So now I'll say let's see how to, let's see the chat history. So I'll comment this just to not override it. I guess that's fine if it is still there, and let's print the chat history. Okay, so you can see that this is the chat history, which has parts, what user said and what the model replied with. Now, so if I just use this again, saying that can you write a Python function to print only prime numbers. Let me put a question mark here as well. Let me clear the screen. You can see it has now generated the response, and here is the response. So I guess it is working pretty fine. And obviously you can use the stream option as well. So okay, there is embeddings as well, so let's try that. Okay, let me comment this out. Okay, so I guess I missed this part. Gemini has 4 capabilities now: generate text, query image, chat, and then embeddings. Let's look into this part as well. So I hope you understand that when you embed something, you can store it into any vector data store and then query it, get the relevant context, pass it to Gemini model, and then generate a response like retrieval augmented generation. So you can see it has generated the embeddings of vectors. You can generate multiple embeddings. Embed content. Embed advanced use case for safety. Okay. So I guess these parts are enough for this tutorial. So we understood how to generate content, query image, and then use chat functionality. So in my upcoming videos I'll be exploring more on this Gemini model and building some useful stuff. So watch out this space, and if you like my work, please consider subscribing to my channel. That helps. Thank you for watching. Peace.